Welcome back guys, and we're here with our first video with this Sultai deck, and we are playing a Christmas Carol, which is an awful joke, but so don't give me too much hate. And this is a fantastic hand, and it's laggy, and this is also fantastic. I mean, I'd definitely win the game with that one. Okay, I've lost, basically. Haven't seen a single green land yet, there we go. But I've got nothing going, I mean I have to keep it. This is as good as it's going to get, and the lag is awful as well, which is always good. I mean, look at this lag. I really regret picking this guy. But we'll see. I mean, I've got double blue and double green at least. That's my only hope. I've got no black, but apparently, decent land base did not exist in my entire deck. I mean, it's drawn so well. It just decided that the day I start recording, it'd be a bit awkward. So I fully don't expect to win this game. I need to kind of hit 4 land. Hopefully he doesn't have a turn 2 play. Or if it is, it's a Wall of Omens. I'd take that. Unfortunately, he does not. Please don't, thank God. Okay, he didn't play anything. I didn't see a land. I've basically lost this game. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Especially with this lag. If it wasn't laggy, I'd be in a bit more better mood. This guy's hit his 3rd land, so he's probably just going to have removal for anything at play, so I can't even get too hopeful. Well, there's a 3rd green, so Pelican Worm is up. just minus the 4 lands. This lag is awful as well. I don't know. I mean, one more land and this kind of start getting. Think twice. Where's the alarm? Think twice. I'm fine with that, as long as he's not applying pressure. So I mean, I've got double blue, triple green. I just wish a black off the top and I'd be pretty happy. I can eventually start bouncing Species Gorge on my Mass Admirers and start drawing cards that way. Think twice is pretty good here. I'm going to do it main phase to try and draw a card. I mean a land. And I see a Cultivate, which is really good actually. I'm definitely just going to get double black with that, if he lets me cast it. Which, I mean, I really doubt he does. But, I mean, I've got a chance. I just wish this game wasn't as laggy as it is. Because so I'm basically going to have to preempt everything. And the Baneslayer, I really need a black, so it's not the end of the world as long as he doesn't cast another creature next turn. And I can get myself out of this. Or a black off the top. Okay, I didn't see the black off the top. Main phase Cultivate, get double black, and hope that I can dig myself out of this. The game is busy. Wow, this lag is really bad. I'm going to just keep saying lag is really... I mean, I'm going to pretend this is like a first-person shooter, and that's why I'm losing, because of the lag. I mean, if I draw another land off the top, I can double tribute, so it wouldn't even be the end of the world. But obviously, him getting 5 life a turn and me losing 5 life a turn is not what I want. He's also got counters up now, so it's not looking good. Baneslayer does look really nice foiled, though. I will give him that. Unfortunately, I mean, I suppose I've got Pelican Worm if I ever get that far. I mean, I'm up to 5 mana now. I guess, I mean, he could have counters. I haven't seen a single counter in his deck yet, though. Although he's only played, I think, twice, so... I've got the hiccups, that's not good. I did see a vision. I'm just going to tribute main phase. Hope the lag's so bad that you can't counter this. Well, you might have had the counter, we don't know. That's how bad this lag is. Okay, so we got rid of Baneslayer, so we stand a chance. Let's see what Elvish Vision gets us. I mean, we're getting there. We've got card draw in hand, another land, so... I mean, there's progress. We've got 2 Mass Admirers in hand. A Species Gorger, which I might potentially play next turn. Depends on what he drops here. Because I think I will drop Species Gorger if he taps out. If he doesn't, I'll just play Mass Admirers. He definitely has a hand packed with removal, though, just looking by his playstyle. He's got some. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I'm just gonna blame this guy's connection because I'm in a lovely city right now, so it can't be my fault. I don't know. He's had enough, so it looks like we're finishing this one against the computer, which is not good because it means we won't see any misplays. Well, I can just I don't particularly want to tribute to Hunger that because although I would draw a card from it, but this turn unfortunately Pelican might as well come down. He can't counter this, so at least I'll gain 7 life. And he's got a Voyager's End. I mean, I'm absolutely... Oh, he's casting his own creature. That's quite clever. Unfortunately for him, I've got it. Well, there's another worm. Unfortunately for him, now it's so nice that this game's picked up at least. Is that I've got another Tribute to Hunger in hand, so I'm going to gain another 7 life here and kill his creature. He's absolutely going to drop the... Yep. He didn't tap his other blue, which isn't great. But I think I kind of Mass Admirers first to try and draw out the counters. But oh, he's just going to tap it. Okay. That's not great. That's not great at all. There's a Simic Gate. I think I'll just play my other worm here. While he's tapped out. And then I've got trample damage coming at me as well. I'm all the way up to 34 life. Wow. I don't know. Sometimes it's nice playing the computer because at least it's fast. He's got a Voyager's End. Is that my creature? Yep. I mean, that he's got to have the counter, otherwise I'm just gonna jam another worm, and I won't block. It's better to have my creature out because I can Species Gorger bounce it. And he's got a Wall of Omens now, so things aren't looking too strong. But that did tap him out of his second blue, so my worm just comes straight back down here. Or I could Monomania and get rid of 3 cards. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try and jam up some of his removal here. Get rid of a Dissolve, a Quickling, and a... I mean, I'm happy with all them cards. And I think twice at the end of this turn. So that's what Monomania does. I mean, obviously it's better when they've got like 10 cards in hand. But sometimes you can't ask for 10 cards. I mean... I got rid of 3 cards there, which is really good. You would have had a counter open, you would have had a Quickling and a Scavenger Drake, which could potentially get out of hand. I will take this because I'm not threatened at all on 28 life now. There's one of the Wall of Omens. This could be frustrating as my only removal is not going to target anything. I wonder what he'd sacrifice out here. So he potentially has a counter in hand. I mean, first things first, I'll get rid of that 1 card. He had to think twice. I mean, yeah, he flashbacked that. That's actually quite clever. And he got the Nullify from it, I'm guessing. Or maybe he already had that in hand. 3, 4, 5. Well, he's tapped out, so I mean, it'd be rude not to cast Species Gorger. Because I can start bouncing this guy and drawing more cards. Kind of just need to get Shouldered out there, or my other worm. So he needs to have removal. And he's only got 2 cards in hand. Scavenger Drake, so he's got another one. Is that just when another creature dies? Yeah, whenever another creature dies. So he's got plenty of chump blockers, so that isn't too great. I kind of need a reach guy, but I mean, I'm not in danger yet, so. And he's tapped out, so worm comes down next turn. I will bounce this guy. Cultivate. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, worm comes down here. He's top decking, no matter what. And then a Visionary, so I've got something to bounce. That makes sense. Draw another land, which I mean I'm not complaining about, and then still can't swing in here. But he's got 3 damage in the air. Let's see what his top deck was. I wonder if he swings in here or not, or he just like, yep, so he's keeping applying pressure, which makes sense. He just drew a land, I'm fine with that. Bounce my Visionary. This is generally what this deck does. Yeah, I suppose if I even start getting low, I can I'm going to count around 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I can do a lot of stuff here. I think I'll drop this. That's 8, 11, so yeah. I can drop Cultivate. Even though he's got no cards in hand, just trying to thin out some lands before I draw some more cards. And I'm going to double drop 2 of these guys instead of my Visionary. Oh, I don't have the green, so I'll drop a Visionary as well. Undying Evil is fantastic here. Hang on, does this tap right? 2, 3, 4. I'd rather keep Undying Evil up in case he top decks removal. So I'll just cast this guy down, and then yeah, I'm just drawing loads of cards here. Getting all the advantage in the world, and now I'll swing another worm because it's got trample. He's going to have to probably trade a creature here. Well, he stops trample damage, I guess. I mean, that was decent block. Who's going to just... I think I'm in the driving seat right now. He's top deck, and I've got loads of card draw. Now he's going to have to start taking damage. I know he's on 25 life. I could even start Tribute to Hunger, and if I really get that low. But I'm not worried yet. He's got 1 card in hand. Bounce my Visionary. Swing all out. Do I swing all? Yeah, I swing all out here. Because he's going to have to block something or other down the line. Yep. Take a lot of damage for him there. I think at this point I can just start really just throwing down all the card draw. He's got a counter for that. I mean, fine with me. That guy comes straight back here with my Visionary. That's why Master Admirers is so good. I do have the green for it. Yep. Just don't tap my black and I'm happy there. He's got 0 cards in hand, so Spectre really doesn't do much. I could Master Admirers, and does that leave my black? It does leave my black open, so I can cast it again. This is what this deck does. Just draws you loads of cards. I'd say this deck pretty much destroys most control decks, which is always a good thing. I mean, it's a bold statement. If they've got like loads of counters and stuff, you struggle still, but you've got so much card draw that they really can't get around it. And then, so he comes out, another Undying Evil. That Tribute here, I wonder what he sacrifices. I think I will just Tribute main phase. Actually, Spectre first, try and get rid of that last card. Get rid of his last card, let's see what it was. It was a thing twice, that makes sense. Now I'll Tribute main phase to get rid of a blocker or one of his attacking creatures. I'm surprised he sacrificed that. That was the only thing keeping my Species Gorger from wrecking him here. I could probably have killed him if I'd played my Din Rover Horror and bounced his last blocker, which is definitely the play. Unfortunately, at the minute, I'm leaving him on like 2. The funny thing here is that Din Rover Horror just bounces this flying creature. He's think twice, and if he finds a counter here, I'm not going to be happy. Yep, so that bounces that. So like, I'm literally... He was on 0 cards in hand, sorry about that. Got a bit of a sore throat at the minute. Yeah, so that's what my favourite thing with Din Rover Horror. If they've got 0 cards in hand, they just have to sacrifice. Well, this is quite funny. Guess who's back? I didn't even need to play, that was unnecessary. It's just showing how this deck works. Best thing is if he doesn't play this last card, which he did, I could have just bounced his But just say this was like a more competitive game, like right now. What I would do anyway, just say like he had 1 blocker which I couldn't get around, and he had a bit more life. I'll just show for demonstration purposes. I'd bounce the Din Rover Horror, and then bounce his 1 blocker. This is just like generally showing how the deck works. Force him to get rid of it, and then I'd be able to swing it for lethal. Which is, so yeah, I mean, this was pretty much a solid demonstration of how this deck did. Considering my start in hand, this was an absolutely perfect example of how this deck came out. I had a really bad hand, and it was laggy as well. I really wasn't looking forward to that, so... But we managed to dig out, and the deck really got going at the end there. Species Gorger saw its worth by drawing me about 20 cards. So yeah, and I think we're only going to have time for one more game because that was quite a long match. I think we might even be pushing it here, but let's see if Joe Gone he's up for it, so that's good. This hand, I've got a green, a black, and a blue, and one off my Cultivate. I'll keep it. I'm one land off though. I'll keep it after the last match. I mean, it's risky this, but one land in this hand kicks off. This guy doesn't seem to be laggy at least. He's playing Jund, which isn't too great. But I do have Tribute to Hunger if he just drops a big guy. And there's a third land, that's quite lucky. So I've got double green, so I don't need any more black. I'll just get a green and a blue right here with my Cultivate. Okay, it looks like we're playing 5 colour, so I'm not actually played 5 colour with this deck yet. That could be interesting. Wow, asked for land and I've seen it all. I'll cultivate here, I might as well ramp up a bit. So I'm getting a green into the field and a blue into hand. No, I think I'll do it the other way around because I've got Dimir Guildgate, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. I just feel more comfortable this way, and I've got. So he's tapped out for a Cultivate, so he'd probably just discard a land if I played Leona Spectre. So I think Master Myers is coming out next turn, which I'm always happy. This guy is value. I kind of didn't like him when I first saw him, but the more I see him, the more I respect him as a card, because he always keeps us coming back, which is quite fun. So we draw a card, another Master Admirers. We've seen both of them now, so hopefully we can start chaining that up. And we might be able to start applying pressure to this guy. He's got all his colours next turn, so we could see him. If he drops a Maelstrom Archangel Fusion Elemental, I'll be over the moon. Because that Tribute to Hunger just ruins them. Gains me loads of life as well. But now it's time to start attacking. I would love to see a Monomania off the top here. That would just be ridiculous. This is you kind of want Monomania early game, but so I'm on 5, so I might as well play this and then just drop the other one. If he does have removal for these Spectres, we'll be able to get me them back, which is always nice. Another Golgari Gate. I asked for land and I've drawn it, so I can't complain. See, if I hadn't mentioned Monomania, what do I keep here? What do I keep? Tribute to Hunger or Pelican Worm? If I keep a Spectre, it's one of these 3 cards. I think I can be risky with land. I'm going to keep Tribute to Hunger, unfortunately. No. I need a bomb, so I'll keep this guy. I'm 1 land off, and I've got all my colours. Unfortunately, yeah, I asked for Monomania, and unfortunately my opponent played it against me, but that just shows the strength of the card. Species Gorger is decent here. I mean, I can start drawing cards again, which is what I need. So Species Gorger is coming down while he's tapped out. I take him all the way down to 11 actually, so I can really start applying the pain if he's only got removal. So yeah, I mean, pretty strong. I haven't seen him think twice at all this matches yet. Oh, he seems to be playing a very control-y deck. I hope I see a land off the top here. Let's see. I mean, it's not over yet. I wish you were a fast land. We've still got all 4 Elvish Visionaries, all 4 I think twices, so I just hope he doesn't have Mind Rot here. Oh, he just leaves the counter open. I wonder what he does. I really hope he taps down for something big. Yep, I'll take that, because he may gain the life, but so do I, and I draw a card from it, and which is what I desperately need right now. Well, Visionary's good, but I don't have the green for it. Wow. I miscounted my green sources, which isn't good, but at least I can't even bring them back. That didn't work out too well. I can't believe, where did I get the 3rd green from? I don't even know. Dissolve's open at least. Kinda wish you opened last turn. See if he drops something really threatening here. That's gonna have to stay on the field. He's going to start hitting me for 7. Which isn't fun. Monomania really messed up my pretty strong hand there. So it shows what it did. I just wish I was the one showing what it did. I'll have to keep this around. There's no point reducing 1 damage. Another blue isn't fantastic. I'm on a 2-turn clock. This isn't looking strong. He's think twice and twice. Yeah, I think ironically I said this deck performs really well against control. But I wasn't. Not many control decks run Monomania. Monomania is one of them cards which you really should see a lot more than you do, because it can completely just turn the tide of a game like it's done here. Like, my opponent has no. I mean, I've got no ammunition now. Like, absolutely nothing. Of course, because I did have the triple green, but I had to get rid of it, didn't it? Yep. I knew when I cultivated something there. I knew when I'd cultivated that I'd got all my sources. I just couldn't remember why. And of course, it's because I had to discard my 3rd green. So maybe keeping Pelican was a mistake. But if I'd had Tribute to Hunger out, I would have got rid of his Pelican. So I think that's my biggest mistake this game so far. And it's probably going to cost me. And if I block here, I'm still on a 2-turn clock, so it really doesn't matter. Might as well have another creature out in case I don't know what I could draw. I really hope he tries to play something so I can just dissolve it and just scry, but he didn't. Brain Maggot. Why did it tap my green? Well, that's not happening. Why did it tap my green? I would have been able to get it. Well, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because I would have to counter. But it was... wow. That buys me a turn. Like, you've got to... One thing I've learned about Master Admirers is you really have to watch out for... well, what's he just gonna... what would he play here? To be honest, none of that's great. I doubt he'd board wipe, so... Getting rid of Kozilek doesn't really do much. Playing a kind of... I mean... Kozilek, I guess. Really doesn't matter. His hand's stuck. But yeah, I mean... one thing I've learned about Master Admirers is... I'm dead next turn anyway. I mean, I have to double block here anyway. But one thing I've learned about Master Admirers is that it really doesn't check what it's tapping at the bottom for whether it leaves you double green open. Like, you saw there, it didn't leave my green open for some reason. And that would have potentially cost me if I hadn't needed to dissolve. This is stupid because I just need to double block anyway. At least I get a Tribute to Hunger off the top next turn. That'll save me. Yeah. So yeah, you've really got to watch how Master Admirers taps, like the little whatever spell you cast to try and bring it back. Because I mean that could have potentially drawn me another card and might have won the day. But I'm dead here. I don't know. So I mean we won one, we lost one. I know why I lost. Monomania is a really good card. And this guy just had a lot of ammo, and my ammunition is now in my graveyard. I lost all my good cards here. So yeah, I mean, I just like I said, I mean, I wish my deck was the one showing how good Monomania was. Doesn't really matter. Kozilek would be an interesting addition in this deck. I may consider it. I do get quite a bit of land. But yeah, I mean, GG to that secondary. Sorry to the first guy about the lag. I just think he was living in America probably on the West Coast. I always get that mixed up. I think he must have been living on the West Coast. But yeah, I mean, I hope you saw in that first game how good this deck can dig itself out. I mean, what did I have? I had 2 lands, tapped lands, and nothing else really of worth, and I managed to draw my way out of that. Didn't see a single think twice in them in 2 games, which was slightly disappointing because obviously that helps early game as well. But I mean, you don't ask what you draw. I would have loved to I would have loved to play that second game without him Monomanian and seeing if I would have been able to win. Because I think we had quite a competitive hand until he got rid of all my cards. But yeah, I hope you see how this deck works. And it is a lot of fun, and hopefully we can get back on winning ways tomorrow's video. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you then.